Da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Cue the intro music. No. I haven't gotten that far as to cueing the music for this future podcast. Future podcast I might have going on here. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight on a Friday? Well, actually, this is an early Saturday morning here where I'm at in good old Oklahoma. So, uh, based on where you're at, what time zone you're in. Uh, hey, happy good late night or happy good early morning. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here where I'm at, so it's already Saturday. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good Friday. Tonight, I wanted to try something different. I've got my little setup a little bit different here, hoping to get everything a little bit different going on here. Let me take these glasses off. The glare on my glasses is probably overbearing, but yeah. So this is going to be the start of my Jack Wolf podcast. I've been wanting to get this going for quite some time now. I just, with everything else going on, the holidays and all that, just haven't really had time to get it going. And with my shoulder messed up, I still haven't been able to get my new desktop system set up. I got my little studio here, but trying to get it all set up with only one working arm makes it impossible. So I still haven't got the new desk set up. I haven't got the new microphone set up and all that. So I'm still working off my laptop, my gaming laptop, and all that older gear. But I'm making it work. But anyway, back to the point here. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it is a podcast format. And for now, until I see what the reception of it's going to be and what everybody's take might be on it, I might end up doing this as a separate channel. But for now, I'm just going to make it a subset of my gaming channel, this channel I'm on right now. And so, I might be doing the gaming videos and then, every so often do the, based on what the reception is of it, what you guys think. I'll just do this as a subset for it. So, but it's basically going to be a men only podcast. Of course, we'll have those occasional women that'll want to pop in because a lot of the stuff I will be talking about on the podcast will probably be quite triggering for some of the modern women because it is going to be a podcast for the men and basically tied into this whole. Men going their own way and men being happy, staying single and staying the fuck up out of the dating scene right now. Because we all know it's pretty bad shit to be involved with that. As far as us men, yeah, it's not good for us lately nowadays. Society caters to the women in that regard, and they pretty much just shit all over us, right? But yeah, just based off the reception I get, this podcast will continue on. This is basically going to be a little preview of what it might be. So it's going to be me talking about mostly on my opinions. My opinions. I have to stress that these are my opinions. I'm not this is generalizations. I'm not saying this is for everybody or it includes all women. Or all men for that matter. I'm sure there's some happily married men out there that are actually married to some decent women. Not saying that those men still don't have to bust their ass to make that work in today's society. Because come on, let's all be honest here. Let's all fucking be honest here and be realistic. Men are seen as a commodity, as a resource, and as a paycheck for a lot of these feministic modern younger women. You know what? Excuse me. Why am I saying younger women? Just the brief time that I've been in the dating scene, the 3 times that I've tried over my lifetime, that included the older women too. This, in fact, this last one that I was involved with, She was an older woman. She was, I was trying to keep it in my same age range. I think, she was 7 years younger than me. So she was like 47, 48. And, well, goddamn, even her mindset was tied into this whole feministic movement type shit, that, that literally like all she was looking for was a paycheck, right? Someone to give her what she needed, and that's all. I was not seen as as far as value wise, the only value that she saw in me was a paycheck. That's it, and what I could do for her, not the other way around. They don't want to bring anything to the table. In their eyes, all they bring to the table is them as a woman, their looks, or all that shit, all that jazz. Yeah, that doesn't fly. You know, just me trying to be honest here, and as my own opinion, it's such a waste of time for men to even bother trying nowadays. As a man, if you can literally beat the demon inside you, and what I mean by demon is that voice inside you that tells you that, hey, you don't need to be alone, you don't want to be alone, you have to, the only way you can find happiness is if you can find a relationship, to have a woman in your life. That's all bullshit. That is all bullshit. It's just what society's been trying to tell men, to instill in men. Because in society's eyes, it's all about the women. It's men are just seen as a commodity, a resource. That's it. And I know that's sad. I know that sounds sad, but it's just the truth. It is the truth, my brothers. And I know all of you. You can probably tell me, I'm pretty sure I'll get some comments down there of all the a bunch of them anyway, saying just that, like how it's been excruciatingly hard and painful and stressful and nightmarish for them. And because most of us out here, when we try, it always ends the same, right? And even if you do find a relationship, they normally don't last long. You know, you're usually tossed to the side as soon as they find some more attention from some other Chad or some guy that's going to give them attention or maybe has more to offer them, and you'll just be tossed to the side. Or they're the cheating kind that'll just keep and let's also be honest on that. A lot of them with their fucking phones or social media, they've got backups. They've got so many, to fall back on. It's just ridiculous. So, and that's my advice I give to a lot of, this is my advice I'm going to give to all of you. You need to find a way to beat that demon inside of you and learn to truly become happy and self-fulfilling in your own solitude. Get comfortable with being alone. If you can do that, if you can beat that demon and find that happiness in being on your own, alone, I'm telling you, my brothers, your sanity, your happiness, your health, all of it will improve. It's just you got to beat that society, that demon inside of you from society that's been telling you all along you need to have a woman to be happy in life. No. Don't fall for that shit. I've seen so many of my friends in the past that have gone through so much hell, from being in relationships, and they literally wrecked them. And I've had a couple that were married, that they were married for a while, and one of them even had a family, and it literally wrecked him. I mean, she ended up taking him for everything that he had, everything. He ended up literally having to start completely over in life. And this was he was in his mid 30s, or actually I say closer to 40. He might have been in his 40s actually. But yeah, he literally had to start all over from scratch, and it damn near killed him. But he figured it out, and nowadays he's been single now for like going on 4 years, and I'm telling you, he's never been more happier. His health is so much better. His sanity, his stress levels, all that, man. The man is doing great. And he's like me. He's joined that lone wolf club, man. He has found he's found his peace of life, his peace of mind. And like me, he totally refuses. He will never do it again. And for good reasons too. And that's another thing for this podcast I'm also wanting to do. If it does start to take off well, because a lot of the younger guys and even some of the older guys have come to me, and I've always been that type of guy where they'll come to me for advice, right? Asking me like this and that as far as relationships goes. And for a while there, I would tell them, because a lot of the younger guys, it would be like, well, what am I doing wrong? What can I do different? How can I make women notice me more? Or how can I be more successful at dating, right? And of course, I'm always going to tell them the best thing that you can do is just learn to be happy alone. That's it. You're going to be way better off. In modern times right now, that's about the only way, my brothers. That is the only way you're going to find true happiness. Because your chances of finding a good woman, an actual real trad wife, traditional woman with the traditional values. I'm not talking about these fake ones that say that, and it ends up not being the case, right? It's just women are so good at manipulation. It's off the charts, and they can do it so well, like a chameleon, that no matter how hard you try to dig in, unless you break down and do some true research and background checks, you're not going to know. And that's also how a lot of guys get really taken to the cleaners as well. But the cigarette there. Really, my advice is just to not bother. You really have to try to figure out a way to beat that demon inside of you. You do not need to be in a relationship. You do not need to be married. You do not need to have a family to be a happy and successful man in this world. Not this modern world. You don't. Maybe way back in the day when like our grandparents and way back then when it was a norm for like the nuclear type families, right? Where they most of those couples, they stayed married and lived together for the rest of their lives, and they had happy, content, and very productive families, But that's not how it is in this modern day. Is not how it is. Those are a thing of the past, man. And unless by some miracle that ever comes back to being a part of society, then hey, it'll be great. But I only see this, the men going their own way, and I only see that getting even more and more prevalent. So, but anyway, I just wanted to toss this up as a preview for this future podcast. And, if it actually turns out getting good reception, then this is going to be a norm on my channel, and it'll be talking about a lot of different things, but this will be the main topic, because I feel like there's a lot of men and a lot of younger guys out there that are really starving for this type of stuff, for us older men to actually stop being silent, and to get on YouTube and start making these videos and giving these young guys some advice, or just, helping in any way we can, just talking about our lives, or no matter what it is, whether you just want to make videos where you're just talking about things in general, But if the reception is good, then I will start making these in more production. I'll start getting them out there in a more consistent manner. But that's all how based on how you guys are gonna take to this, or what your reactions are gonna be. So remember, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Anything for advice, it doesn't matter. Just let me see what some of you guys' opinions are. whether you just want to drop a comment and talk about what your experiences have been so far. But if I get a lot of response to this, then I will continue it on. But tonight was just like a sneak peek, a preview. Other than that, my brothers, I'm going to go ahead and end this now. And until I see you guys in the next video, always remember to stay safe, stay sane, and stay free, my brothers. Peace, and have a good night.